12 o'clock hour, the lunch break here on KDUS AM 1060. And make sure you download the KDUS AM 1060 app. Take us with you on the go. I do want to dive back into some sports here, specifically the Phoenix Suns here in just a second. But I have a bit of a dilemma, and I consider this program, producer Evan, all of you listening out there, kind of my second family, and so I need some advice. I'm embarking on a journey this year, and I'm running out of time to do so. I'm trying to run some type of marathon this year. Not a full marathon. I do not believe I'm going to be able to train properly for that.
So half?
Half.
Love it.
Now, a 5K, less than a half marathon, more. I don't know how the math works.
Yeah, 5K is 3.3 miles.
So, okay, if I did a 5K, I would say that I've accomplished my goal for the year of running something. So I needed help. So I downloaded this app that is supposed to help me like train for these things. And I'm supposed to do my first run today.
And what's the app called? I think I know exactly the one you have.
It's called Runna, RUNNA.
Yeah. So my roommate used that last year.
Okay. How'd it go for him?
He loved it.
Great.
He loved it. Now his fantasy punishment was he had to run a 5K in Timberland boots.
That's a great fantasy punishment. That is a great fantasy football punishment.
So that was why he used that. But yeah, he loved it. He still uses it to this day.
So I'm doing this training. So this is week 1 of my training. And I have my first run scheduled for today. It's 25 to 30 minutes. I'm only doing 1.4 miles. I'm walking part of it. I'm running part of it. It's kind of getting your body into the running mode, right? I was thinking about doing it this morning, waking up early. I did not do that. So now I'm at a bit of a crossroads.
You have to wait till the sun goes down.
Okay. So I should do this at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. Now, today is also my daughter's birthday. So we've got some festivities planned after the show today. We do have softball practice. Then we're going to dinner. So I'm probably not going to get home until 8:30, 9 o'clock at the earliest anyway. So you think...
Now it's way tougher.
You think I should be doing this at 9:30 tonight?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to kick this into the next day. Because then
you don't want to punt on day one.
Well, I mess up the schedule. I'm supposed to run on Tuesday and then run again on Thursday and then run again over the weekend. So, and I want to start off on a good note. And I missed my chance to do it this morning when it's cooler. So, do I just take my lumps? Because again, when I run the 5K, it's going to be warm out. If I run the half marathon.
Do you just do it? You're saying, do you just do it when you get home?
No. Do I do it tonight at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night? After I've eaten dinner, after we've had birthday celebrations, do I just...
It's going to... Listen, I don't know if I can sugarcoat this for you. It's going to be miserable when you go and do it at 9:30
Now, it's a 5-minute walking warm-up. I could do that.
Yeah.
And then it's 1 minute of running and then 1.5 minutes of walking. And then it's a 5-minute walking cool down.
So you only have, in reality, you said it's 24 minutes total?
It is a 25 to 30-minute run, and I have to do the 1 minute of running and the 1.5 minutes of walking.
You have 7 minutes of running. That's it.
I have 6 minutes of running.
6 minutes of running.
6 minutes of running. The rest of it is walking. I think I can do this at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, no problem.
You can sell that to yourself, yeah. I would do it at 9:30, 10 o'clock.
9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I'll report back tomorrow. Because I'm looking at the app also has the weather, and it's 99 degrees outside right now.
It's not bad.
Well, I know, but I can't run right now. We have the second hour of the program. A lot of people counting on my takes here.
Went out and played some golf on was that Sunday?
Did you finally take my advice and play early in the morning?
No, we played 3 o'clock because the price went down.
Yeah, because it's 400 degrees outside and nobody wants to play.
That was not my point here. It was a comfortable temperature.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
So it was cheaper to play.
It's cheaper to play. Just a par 3, like 18 holes, mostly par 3s.
That doesn't count.
So, it was pretty easy. Ripped it up.
Hacking it up out there?
Hacking it up.
The Phoenix Suns, we are still waiting our Bradley Beal buyout news. Thought it was going to happen last week. Probably should have happened by now. But then what? What happens after Bradley Beal gets bought out? What happens after the Suns buy out Bradley Beal? They waive and stretch his contract. They find themselves below the second apron. They find themselves below the first apron. And all of a sudden, a whole new world of choices opens up for the Phoenix Suns. They get all these exemptions. Their first-round pick isn't bounced around all over the place to the back part of the first round. They're able to aggregate salaries. All these other things. They're, right now, as a second apron team, they are watching. Summertime, you're off from school. Did you ever have that moment where you were grounded because you did something you weren't supposed to do, or you didn't do your chores, and you could hear the rest of the neighborhood kids out there playing wiffle ball, playing something, and you couldn't participate? And you just kind of peeked through the window, and you saw everybody having fun, and you're like, darn, I wish I could have fun. That's the Phoenix Suns right now. The Phoenix Suns as an organization are watching everybody else have fun. They're not able to participate. Soon enough, the moment that the Bradley Beal buyout is complete, the door opens, and they're able to go have fun. Are they just going to run out and trip and fall on their way out and then have to come right back inside? Or are they just going to slowly understand they've got the whole summer in front of them? They've got a whole bunch of time to go out and play. And they're going to be very deliberate and cautious in their approach. Will there be any moves after Bradley Beal gets bought out? Is Royce O'Neal going to be on the move? Is Nick Richards going to be on the move? Is Grayson Allen going to be on the move? Are they going to keep those guys? Are they going to build their 2025 roster with those guys in mind? Is there a free agency signing? Chris Paul, is he going to be the point guard of this team? Is that rumor just dead? Are we putting that to the side? What is left for the Phoenix Suns? And I'm not asking that question because I'm demanding that they should do a certain thing, that I think they should do a certain thing. I'm not sure what the right approach is once they find themselves with all of these new fancy tools and toys that they'll be able to play with the moment Bradley Beal gets bought out. I'm not sure what they should do. There's an argument. Hey, you've already done a lot. Had a great draft, made a big trade on draft night, traded Kevin Durant, did a lot of stuff. There's value in letting Jordan Ott evaluate this roster, go with the guys that you had, create that chemistry, because there's a lot of moving parts here, and then using these tools next offseason. There is a walk, to continue our running analogy, or a running story from before, walk, jog, run. You can't just immediately go into a dead sprint. You'll tire yourself out. That's why I'm walking later on tonight. So should that be the approach for the Phoenix Suns? I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is to do. Could they add Chris Paul and I would be fine with it? Sure. Could they choose to stand pat and run it with the roster that they have? We think they've had a great offseason. We think they've moved this franchise in the right direction. So how can you be mad? Kevin Durant gone, Bradley Beal gone, a great draft, a more youthful, athletic roster. That, by the way, for those of you out there that care about summer league results, you want to talk about what happened yesterday? You want to talk about the summer league results from last night? We want to talk about that? Or do we want to take what I said yesterday and not read too much into what happens in summer league? What do we want to do? They've had a great offseason. They've set themselves up well. So walk, jog, run would be my default. But we're not going to get this answer. We're not going to know if there's something else in the cards, if there is a trade in the works, if there is a signing in the works, until they put this Bradley Beal chapter behind them. Again, we said this in hour number 1 of the program. I'll repeat it here again for maybe the new listeners who join us in hour number 2. Maybe your lunch break is only for 12 to 12:30 or 12 to 1. We get a 2-hour lunch break here on this program. We just goof around for 2 hours. This team can't actually move forward if they're continuing to look in the rearview mirror, if they're continually looking behind them. They're turning around and they're looking and they see Bradley Beal. Until that is no longer a thing, you can't move forward. You can't move forward with all of the new stuff that you've done already. You can't move forward with any of the new stuff that might be around the corner. So I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know if they feel complete with this roster and they just want to remove Bradley Beal from it and then move forward. They're going to have a free roster spot once they move Bradley Beal. So they could add somebody and not have to play any roster tricks, roster games. So what will they do? Should there be something that they do? Or have they done enough? Can it be like when you finish your SATs, pencils down? Do they still do SATs with the Scantron and the do you know how those work? It's been forever.
I mean, when I took it was still the Scantron.
Now that's a fantasy football punishment.
That is, so our commissioner sends out like a Google form every year about voting on certain things, keeper, scoring, anything to change.
The punishment comes up.
And the punishment is always the last thing. SAT was on there this year. Last year, mine was vetoed. A couple of mine have been vetoed through the years.
Is it just take the SATs, or do you have to take the SATs?
You have to get a 1250.
So you have to keep taking it until you get a certain score.
Yeah. That gets expensive. Like, I think it costs to take the SAT.
Yeah. I took both the SAT and the ACT.
I took the ACT once, and I did not do well. I think I did much better on the SAT.
The ACT is the one that removes the writing.
Yes.
I think I did better at the ACT because, again, hold on, I got to turn my board on for this.
I'm a huge nerd.
I love math and numbers, so the ACT very much more designed for me as a person.
Interesting, given what you do. I'm a huge nerd.
Yes, but I never, because my degree's in journalism and mass communication, never could be a writer. Never could do it.
I never thought I was going to be a writer.
Always
even though
yeah.
Like the writing classes and stuff, I was totally.
Oh, no. I like writing.
No, I do too.
I like the idea of writing. I'm just not good at it. I've always been this personality where I'll talk your ear off about sports all day long. Whatever direction you want to go in. And you've literally seen this happen in my office where people from around the building will walk in and 45 minutes goes by and we're still talking about the same topic that we started with. So I loved talking more than the writing. So I was more into the mass communication side than the journalism side of my degree. In fact, we have a saying here right before we walk into the show. We both say to each other, let's go mass communicate. Because that's what we're doing.
That's what we do. It's our job.
So never was the writing guy. So yeah, it was the ACT over the SAT. But you can't put the pencils down if you're the Phoenix Suns and move on until Bradley Beal is gone. Then we can open up this world, this avenue for where a Chris Paul move could happen. A trade could happen. Adding another member to this roster, another young player to this roster could be in the cards. But I think they're going to take the walk, jog, run approach to this newfound cap space, these newfound tools that they're going to have when they dip under both the first and second aprons. I don't think they're going to be a mad dash like a Target opening on Black Friday, everybody trying to get the doorbuster deals. I don't think they're just going to be sprinting in there. It's going to be a walk, a jog, and a run. Speaking of walk, jog, and run, a lot of people have weighed in on my running journey this evening. So John says piece of cake, Chris, that I can do this tonight at 9:30. I'm not worried about actually doing it. I'm just worried about how hot it's going to be. Like that concerns me. Then Brian says, my God, walking for 5 minutes. Is this a training regimen for an 80-year-old? Get out there and run and be an athlete. So I have the one coach in my corner in John who says, dude, you got this, no problem. And then we've got Brian, who's just being the tough coach that's telling me to just man up and do it. I love having both coaches in my corner. That's good. Because there's sometimes I'm going to need the pep talk, and then there's times where you just need to tell me to go out there and do it. So I've got both coaches in my corner.
I've always been the guy who's just like, just go tell me to do it. I need somebody to tell me I'm not going to do it, and then I'll do it.
Yeah, there's sometimes a motivation problem for me that you can tell me to do something, and I'll know that I need to do it, and I still find a way to just.
It's more about proving somebody wrong sometimes.
Fair enough.
Than actually getting it done.
And that's what this running journey is for me. That I'm trying to prove myself wrong because I don't think I can do it. So I'm going to go out there and do it. So I'll keep everybody updated on this journey if and when I choose to run this 5K, 10K, half marathon, whatever I.
By the way,
choose to run by the end of the year.
5K, 10K, half marathon choice is like you're going to go from 3 to 13. So vast differences.
Well, a 5K is you said 3.
3.
Well, 10K is 6, right?
Yes.
We could start at a 5K, do a 5K. Then we can go to a 10K and do a 10K. Then we can do a half, and then we can do a full. We can. These people that just go out there and just run marathons, I don't understand that. I can't do that. We're going to start probably with a 5K.
I love it.
It was my goal. It was my New Year's resolution this year. One of them was to run a marathon this year.
This year?
I am running out of time.
For the last 3 years, my New Year's resolution has been to read more.
How's that working out for you?
Well, my goal is 6 books on the year, one every 2 months.
Okay, so yeah.
4 books in. I'm on a pretty good clip.
You're on a fine pace.
Yeah.
I'm
a little ahead of schedule.
Are we reading a book this month?
Yeah, we are.
So if we read a book this month, that'll be 5?
Yeah, that'll be 5.
September will be 6 with months to spare.
Exactly.
Oh, you're on a great pace. Take
I
your time.
really like where I'm at.
Really enjoy these next 2 books. You
I
have plenty of
will.
time. Plenty of time.